If you want to know more about how to integrate your life into the unity that Shema Yisrael is all about, stay right here. So we've moved in Kriyat Shema from the awareness of Hashem's oneness into the realization of love through a kind of an awakened awareness, which allows us to hear the new teachings that Hashem is seeking to speak to us. And now we've come to the world of action. But in such an interesting way, this next section of the Shema has us looking at strings coming out of a four-cornered garment. It's the passage of Tzitzit. Tzitzit are actually an expression of our lives as having one singular purpose, and that is to grow. You see, the word tzitzit actually is a plant, a sapling, which is growing out of the ground. And so when we look at them, we recognize how our lives are really devoted to being like the ground from which we've come. After all, our name originally is Adam, and the word for the ground is Adama. The Maharal of Prague asks, everything grows out of the ground. Plants grow out of the ground. Animals come out of the ground in the creation story. Human beings come out of the ground in the creation story. So why are we the ones named for the ground? And his answer is so relevant to all of us, because the ground is that which gives growth, which is always seeking to produce and to realize the powers that are latent within it. That's what a human being is. Everything else grows up in a certain way that it's been pre-designed to grow. But we are actually consciously dedicated to growing and expressing the potential that's latent within. Think about yourself that way. I'm really a human being who is seeking to express, to realize, to be participant in creation in a way that fully brings me to blossom. That's the focus of looking at your tzitzit. And there's a particular path and framework for us in doing that. Just like a seed has a preset design, and so do animals, human beings also have a format through which they realize their lives. We're very open to creativity and for expressing our unique self, but there's a framework for that, which is kind of like the way a musician who's playing kind of an improvisation stays within the chords, but can be very creative within it. So also we have the chords of what it is that our lives are designed to be, within which we're creative. Those chords within which we play out our lives are the mitzvot which the Torah has given. And so this passage says, take a look at those tzitzit, those strings which look like they're plants growing out of your clothes, and contemplate yourself as being a creature that's seeking to come to expression and realization. And note that you've been given guidance for the framework within which that happens. That's the mitzvot. And now seek your path for an ever-expanding and ever-growing life. Today we're going to meditate with the guidance of the last section of Kriyat Shema, in which we're invited to focus our energies towards growth, towards doing what is righteous, towards kindness, love, and acts of service to Hashem and His world. So let's take a few moments to relax into our center, where all of these desires reside. I want to encourage you even to remove your shoes this time so that you can be close to the ground with your feet, as your name Adam connects you to Adama, and we will be aligning ourselves with the powers of growth that reside within the earth as they flow through us and are formed into our desire for good. So rest your feet on the floor. Sense the weightiness of your body on the seat which you are sitting on. Allow your shoulders to relax. Sense your jaw coming loose. Open up a space between your eyes. As it expands, feel more and more relaxed. Notice your breath as it moves in and out of its own. Sense a space opening up in your feet. As you become more and more available to the ground beneath you. Visualize or imagine roots coming down from your feet into the ground. Roots that extend downwards into the life-giving force Hashem has invested the Adama with. Sense yourself becoming like a plant, growing sustenance from within the ground from which you have been born. Drawing those energies upwards through your feet. Into your legs, up towards your thighs, into your stomach and torso area, and into your heart. Feeling a pleasant, simple presence of energies that desire growth. Energies that desire giving. Energies that desire fruitfulness expressed in kind words and kind actions. Sense your desire for living rightly, for expressing the most authentic and real of the activities you've been created to manifest. And now turn your palms upwards to receive light and guidance from above. Sense how, just like a tree would turn its leaves towards the sun, you turn your hands towards the light of Hashem. Receiving, absorbing. Imagine that light of love and compassion and righteousness coming down towards your hands. Turn your face upward. Sense how you are seen. Sense how you are known. Sense how Hashem is now sending a loving light towards you as you are filled with His compassion and His exuberant sharing of self. Imagine how this light flowing from above begins to center in your heart, gathering there with love, compassion, righteousness, kindness. Sense how it meets the energies still flowing up from the ground as you note them again flowing into your heart, pushing, expanding, increasing your desire to express these powers into the world. Imagine you're doing a particular mitzvah of tzedakah, of giving charity, of feeling love towards your fellow, of saying words of prayer, saying words of kindness to someone. You might imagine yourself as you are lighting the candles for Shabbat. Or creating a work of art to inspire people to understand and act more kindly and more directed towards what is right in life and its fulfillment. Choose a particular action, and since it's being energized by these energies that have gathered in your heart, and shining out from your heart and from your hands as if it's a glorious light flowing out from you. As if it's strings of light, the light that will become expressed in the mitzvah, but right now are simply strands of light glowing outwards. And now joyously imagine the actual accomplishment of that mitzvah. Sense how this new light, through this action, is now planted in the world, glowing, giving, enlightening, even beyond the particular action. Feel gratitude and this opportunity to be an Adam from the Adamah, enlightened by Neshama, able to bring to manifestation goodness of the divine light.